Accra, Ghana. No miensa pepe. Me mamunyina hama mo akwa baba ye entertainment review so enens yatna say. August ne that also ye do and so. Your friend Chrissy Abo Jimena Digimedi on Chame and Fisa break up in bed on 9 year Babette Fidie so ye din komo ya hwe ne koso o man Ghana mobile way of art and entertainment. And some no does in TSC to me kegum. Me wa anybody almost 31 minutes. I am a pity. Can you imagine this? Me born in because now no the enemy born in anti we motiasio montiasio born in but me nim say mo motiasia dada because mo nyina say mo amonim. And no betimi mo atin komo no asiye. Nano Beverly Afaglo actress ni atuno atuyira nchema atuno ni fia ejato hormo ahye ene nsemu epiepie fie chire amanfo video a ebeye afini nsemu a wode tudwa amanfo twi na bo so akama enu achi kra no go find me sika wo mo jeje ni wo mo de aboa. Sika na nyanko for yes okay we dey Ghana for to bon kakra nkra obia ni abetimi bia no obetimi yi kakra bi na odi aboa eno kra nso kokoye asem a chese enu ekira asem no bebre ewie wodi nsem bi atudwa enti e ba betie Beverly Afaglo. Enti we dey Sabre studio no hanom saying so obi na atena se and Kia Tilly Kia ni panso atena se o say next weekend birthday enti or Jimomo na wo obi a wo di birthday wo hwa so ndi birthday so wo hia iPhone wo dem me be my crema na ma membo me tape na there
Father me exams
I open it obi a wo di kan try exams
me pay iPhone.
Alright, so my member studio no hanum say na ye ntie Beverly Afaglo nsem no de atudwa na memra na ye medi nkomo wa kama ye ntie ensem no Beverly Afaglo ni okan ye ntie no.
Good evening everyone. before I start talking, if you're a Christian, please pray with me. Our Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this Monday. I thank you because you've kept me alive up to this day. Lord God Almighty, I'm going to speak to the world. I say the world because there are many that are lurking and watching. Lord, whatever word that comes from my mouth, guard it, guide it. Give me wisdom, give me direction. Let me speak the right things. So people who are evil, who are there to attack me, who are there to drag me to the mud, those who want my downfall, will not misconstrue whatever that I say. Lord, come and sit in this meeting. Speak for me. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hi guys, I hope you can hear me. My name is Beverly Afaglo. I have middle names like Amagbe in the middle. Amagbe, the full name of Agbe is Agbeleseshi. Agbeleseshi in Ewe means life is in the hands of God. I'm half Ewe, half Akan. My Akan side, they call me Amamwenuma Nkwanehia. When they call me Amamwenuma Nkwanehia, I don't even understand, but today I do understand. Nkwanehia means life is more important. Today marks 1 week since my house got burnt down by fire. It's exactly 1 week today. It was on a Monday, the 9th, that this happened. Nobody knows I'm coming live. Not my husband, not my management, not my friends, not my family, nobody. Because what everybody around me keeps saying is, don't answer them, don't speak, just don't say anything. But you're not in my shoes. You don't know how I feel. You don't know what I'm going through. So you can afford to say, don't mind them. You can afford to say, don't listen to them. But put yourself in my shoes. If you as a person, you haven't done anybody wrong, but with what you're going through, with my situation that I'm in right now, people all over the world decide to talk against you, decide to humiliate you, decide to make you feel bad and worse than what you're already feeling. Can you sleep? I've not been able to sleep. Yes, I am strong. I don't know how I was built. I don't know how God made me. But I am strong. Thanks to the loved ones. God, people have shown me love since this happened. My friends, my family, my fans, my real fans. Not my following, my fans, the real fans who really care about me. Those who follow me because they love me. Not those who follow me because they want to see my downfall or to see what I'm doing wrong. But the real people, they follow me. They love me. Will you be happy? They have shown me so much love. And I'm grateful. Today I'm grateful for life because I feel God has exchanged my property for my life and for the life of my children. I am grateful. I am thankful to God. My kids and I slept on the 9th of August with no clothes, no shelter, basically.
Peace FM. Peace FM.
We had nothing because I went out that day in my vicinity with just a leggings and a t-shirt and flat slippers and my handbag, with just my 2 phones in my bag, nothing. But God saved us. That's all I can say. I lost everything. My siblings have been supportive, friends, fans, as I keep saying. By the next day, people were knocking at my door. People were calling me. My management numbers are on my bio. People were continuously calling my management that how can they help? How can they support? What is going on? What is going on? Then Yvonne Nelson said, I want to open a GoFundMe for you. What do you think? I suggested it. I told my management that this is what Yvonne is saying. Then management said, why not? People have been calling, they want means of support, and so if there's something like GoFundMe, let's go for it. I told my husband was against it because he's a showbiz personality as well, and he knows how evil the internet is. But we went against him and went ahead to do the GoFundMe, thinking that the love that I was receiving was going to be the same love that I was receiving, or I was going to receive, but it turned around to hate. The moment Yvonne posted the pictures of the GoFundMe and all information, hate and trolls started coming in from every corner. Then a video came up. Let me backtrack to that video. Please, I am not mad. I won't wake up and start ranting or saying I have this and that and that. I am not crazy. I will never do that. So we are bajreba. If you're human, if you think, if you're matured enough, you should listen to that video. And you should think that what pushed me to say this? At the time that I made that video, there were stories going around after I granted an interview on radio. The presenter asked me about a rumor that he said he has heard. By the time I left the studio the next day, there were stories around the question he asked. And the question was, or the rumor at the time was that I've been going to London back and forth lately, that I have a man in London that has been buying my ticket and I've been visiting him. I got upset. I got upset that why would you even think that I have a man aside my husband? Secondly, why would you even think that a man has to buy me a ticket before I can go for my vacations? Then I went mad and I recorded the video that I did. I told the world that I'm not broke. I never, ever used the word rich. I never. Go back and play that video. I never used the word rich. I said I'm not broke. And of course I'm not broke. And I can never be broke in Jesus' name. I can never be broke. Because I'm not hungry. I'm not homeless. I am not broke. I work hard for my money. God knows I work hard for my money. Then in that video, I went on to say that if I don't even work, or you think you don't see me on TV, or you think I'm not even selling the products that I sell, I have an inheritance. I have an inheritance that I take my rent from. I didn't lie. I don't fake. Yes, I have tenants that I take rent from. I didn't lie. But as I said I'm not broke, and I'll still say it that yes, I'm not broke. By the special grace of God, I am not broke. I work hard. My husband is supportive. He works as well. We work hard to get our money. I have an inheritance that I take tenancy from. Now, after saying this, and after everything that happened with my plight, my misfortune, they've brought videos up, captioned it, that this rich person, why are you going to support her? She said he is rich. She said she is rich. And I'll say it again. I never use the word rich. And yes, I have tenants. Should I go and evict them today just because I'm homeless? If you were my tenant, will you be happy? Even the law gives tenancy 3 months before eviction. So it will take time. Even if it's true that you claim I said I'm rich, how many rich people have money sitting in their accounts doing nothing? Money is in the accounts, doing nothing. They do investments, they do business. So when something this grave, the gravity of what has happened to me happened to even a rich man, it will shake the person.
Peace FM.
Because investments don't grow in a day. And you cannot pull out your investment in one night. Sebi o tun for kra ye chenade. Sebi o. The Asante Kingdom, the king of Ashanti. They give him gifts. Or wisko, or wiskapa. Sebi o so numpo ana sikenibi mpo na ade atuna. Sikenibi na asema atuna. Bobeka trend is so wiskanti injanu no nwu ana. What did I do to people? What did I do to people? People are talking as if I just woke up one day and I said my house is bent. And you are talking as if the house is a room. It is not a room that is bent. It's my whole house. From bedrooms to living room to kids' room to storage room to my kitchen. Everything has gone down. Then I ask myself, where do I start from? When am I buying an iron? When am I buying television? When am I buying AC? When am I buying microwave? Toaster? Blender? Chairs in the living room? A bed? A fridge? A freezer? Washing machine? Where do I start from? Even if I have money to afford rent, I have to start putting in things. It will take time.
Peace FM.
But it doesn't really matter. I will survive. Me, I have a tough skin. I bless God for my soul. I bless God for how He created me. Me, I can live under a bridge and I'll feel nothing. I can really live under a bridge. I'm a type that can eat raw food without without meat or fish. Not that I can't afford it, but sometimes I just don't feel like eating the meat, or I don't feel like eating the fish. Some people will say, "Oh, just a medenam kakraboso." I'm not the type. I can eat raw food without meat, and I'll not feel anything. I've never known hardship. But God has created me. I've never known hardship that maybe I'm living in a place that we are being ejected for rent, or we are sacked from school for school fees, but God built some empathy in me that when I see people struggling, I feel the pain. So because of that, it makes me strong every time, because life is nothing. Then again, I say I can actually sleep even under a bridge if I have to. But my children need the comfort they are used to. My children need the comfort they are used to. That is why maybe I didn't think in the split of the moment. And I said, go ahead with the GoFundMe. It's not as if I cannot live the next 20 years struggling to get to where I was. I can. I wait for what I have, and I can get there again. Yes. They say I brag, I live a fake life. Gosh, why? What did I do to you? Have you ever seen my room before on my page? Have you ever seen my living room before on my page? Have you ever seen my house on my page before? I don't flaunt anything. Have I bought something and come to display that I've bought this? Does any one of you even know the car I drive? I don't flaunt anything. I've been driving since I was 21. I got my first car at the age of 22. My family bought it for me. At the time, we were going for auditions, from auditions to another. At the time, the celebrities you know today, most of them didn't have cars.
FM.
But I found delight in dropping one person to another. I would just sit in my car, I'll drop this person here, I'll drop this person here. But I never for a minute felt that I was better than anybody. There was no time that I ever felt that I was better than anybody.
But I just want to ask you people question. But you ask me all kind of na bezem bibio. So that time no na actress be no no many cars no. So who are those actresses na no many cars na they be osiom no. Me mo be edion. But I'm just asking. Me busa keke Beverly Afagula asem all kind no. Henfo na no kosiom no. Do you have any names? Me busa mo.
I've not flaunted anything before. I don't show off. I don't show off where we are going or where we are. If you see me even on vacation posting too much, it's because I'm advertising for a company. I don't go out of my way showing where I am, showing what I'm wearing. I'm not that type. Have you seen my bedroom before? My house, my kitchen? Then people keep on insulting me. I'm this and that. They went to the extent of even saying that the house is not my house. It's a family house. Yes, part of it is a family house. I was born in that house. Some people even say it's not my family house. Part of it is my family house. I was born in that house. 28th May 1983. I've never lied about my age, and I'll not do that today. 1983, I was born in that very house, Community 9 in Tema. I got married, and I got out of that house from my single room.
Peace FM.
Yes, I'm entitled to just a room and a toilet in my family house. I never rented, I never stayed with any man. I married from home. And I went out. 8 years down the line, we decided to come back home because renting a 3-bedroom house in any part of Ghana is not cheap. So I suggested to my husband that my mother has a land, so we can build something and manage it till we build our own dream house. I didn't pack my children, my house help, and myself from my 3-bedroom house to my single room that I left behind. We built. My husband and I built our house ourselves. It was our sweat, our money that built the part of the house that I was staying. The pattern looks the same. Because you cannot come to an old house and start building a story building by the side just because you're building a new house. I have to follow the plan and do exactly as how the house looks like. For me to just get my space, I built it to continue.
So Beverly Asimo can me sure say muti ni ye masu gusupa muti nsem ni ye se mu binumo ese fia wo motimu na dian ebusua fie o say yes asase ne de na yes o mabusua asase but oni ni kun on besi o man on besi dan no so aha enti kan asem na ya muntie niye enese mashe dan matomebo ana mebo asem na mamuno muntie na fie na ekono wankwanko kan asem na nchia no mesrɛ mu a nidie mu a.
So looking at that house like that, obviously you think it's a full house like that, but they are apartments. My house is gone. My shoe rack alone is 8 feet high and how many width? But I've never showed up before. I cannot count the things I've lost. I cannot count the number of suitcases of even what my husband married me with, the cloth and everything. And people sit down on TV stations, radio stations, fake blogs and insult me, insult my family with what we are going through. We are traumatized. We are traumatized. My mother's property, that is a 9-bedroom house with a living room, toilet and bathrooms in 5 of the rooms there, with a kitchen. Everything is down to 0. You don't sympathize with us. Unya badaye. Anybody who doesn't have empathy for this, you are evil. You are not human. Unya Badaye Kra said, the woman who is 78 years old, the lifetime memories is all gone. Her lifetime memories is all gone. I built my house and moved in just a year ago. Just last year, early last year. I bought my block. I bought my cement. I bought my paint. I bought my I did my tiling. I did my electricals. I did carpentry. I did plumbing. I bought my sink. I bought my toilets. I fixed my kitchen. I fixed my kitchen cabinets. So what didn't I build?
Catch you. What more dino one will see ye on any kunu enti enya ade bia ebusia. Yes, assassin na bia ebusia dia but one no musi omo dan. Sauti block, tiles, sink, paint, bibia.
My sin was building on my mother's land. That is the sin that my husband and I did. Because we built on my mother's land. That people have to insult us, degrade us to nothing. Ade. Dena mayo. My Joe boy. My Juku. My yaw mami. Me die drubia toso. My jiwe juma. Dena mayo.
Ghana for the Beverly say otias here. Enye say obegini boy. Enye say obegini kun. Enye say bia obeni bibi. In fact, Ghana for ade what ye suba. In fact, I say nipa su. Say woduane no mu nia. Wasem de ba wo mo beka. Enti enyina sa yasemba amanfo beka. Sa obia asemba wo mo ka. Enti esa otias here. Wo tiasasi so ti Ghana. Omai mu kwa de. Wasem eba he Ghana for obi a ne de esen wo de enso wo de ba Beverly wo beka. Enti enya sa obagini boy obagini kun ana obagini adwuma bi o wo beka.
If I've done anybody wrong, please forgive me. Let us have a quiet life. We are going through a lot. Leave my name alone. Some blogs, some websites even went to the extent of dragging my family into it. My extended family. Calling them names, saying what they don't know, and creating stories. They know my yo. Me na me pe. And I'm saying a celebrity na me daho. Na mo de me ato chop board so.
Tuane pe na homa san kom Jesus. What is suru honum say? Suru so di asumdwe nko a. Na ontena honum say nwen ho. Se obeba from hanum say adasa nipa. I mean, obi a wonti jam catch Pontius Pilate catches ma hohoro mensa ho. Na Jesus what is suru ho ontena honum say woni nyankopon mo ontena ho nwen ho. So ba asase su anu sin aba be ji adasa ni adasa de be yo unsu o mo de enkasa eche wo mo de share Jesus na wo mo de cross dududu wo mo de san ko mu atese wo mo twene se no wo mo bro no sa enti nipa de nipa suban ni o Beverly wenu nyina dan unim.
But dainty na mo de me family ebim. What have they done to you?
Peace
What has
FM.
my family done to you? And then niatu me knew. And it can happen to anybody. Fire took the whole house. Took the whole house. Even my business. I had a storeroom that I stock my waist trainers, my slimming coffee, slimming teas, flat tummy teas in that house. That's where I stock them. Everything went down. I don't even have what to sell to even make money. The money I see every day is even gone. I'm yet to now order another one, which is even going to take a week or two before it gets here, before I start making my own money again. In September, I plan to start a shawarma business in 2 joints in Tema. I've bought my shawarma machines, 2 of them. I bought a toaster. I bought the few things the guys who are going to do it told me they are going to use. It is in my house. Or I should say it was in my house. It's gone. You don't even know the gravity of what is happening. As I said, I'm not talking about a room. I'm not talking about 2 rooms. It's a house. A whole house has gone down. Inti be human. What do you say? It costs nothing. It costs nothing. And I'll emphasize again that video that they are playing around was an attack on my marriage. That's why I decided to talk. And in that video, I never said I was rich. I said I'm not broke. And I'll never be broke. In Jesus' mighty name, I will never be broke. I have family. I have friends. I have real fans who love me. I can't begin to mention the number of people who have shown me love. Today, which is 1 week of what happened to me, I'm going to ask everybody doing the GoFundMe, especially Yvonne Nelson, to end the GoFundMe. It is ending today. I come forward saying, "Bi say, nipa ni tresika, banyankopon na eche." So it's not up to you. It is God. It is God who redeemed me. My verse all my life has always been 1 Peter 5:10. It says, after you have suffered a little while, he himself will restore. It's always been my favorite verse. So whenever I'm going through anything, I refer to that verse and tell God that you said, after I have suffered a little while, you will restore. And I believe in that word and I pray with that word. And God will restore. In due time, it can take 10 years, 20 years. But I'll be fine. I will be fine. The GoFundMe ended at 1,839 Ghana cedis. That's what I screenshot before I started this live. 1,839. $1,000 equivalent is about 6,000 Ghana cedis. And 800 and something. I'm assuming that we can be talking about 11,000 or 10,000 something. I am grateful. Thank you very much. I don't know how to put it. This cannot even rent a house.
I'm Passion Pezum Busasambako from Franchemio. I have just one question. Beverly Afaglo said, GoFundMe, no. Sikano nya $1,830, no. Was see Yvonne Nelson, one on was setting up GoFundMe in 1 year. Okay, fine. So, Yvonne, we jai. Osi jai in Timpacho jai Yvonne Nelson jai. So sikana waje no. Sai sikano empacho bebre ayembia what de beye empacho stop that thing. Sai sikana waje je no. What de be ma manfo na na obeye ne den. O di sikano be ma manfo na na sikano still I be won chen. Ana odi ba obeji. That's one of the things e bianca. Minya na mebusan se sika no beji ana wonji ai wo beji ana wonji.
Grateful to all the love, even the momo, the little as 3 Ghana cedis. I saw it. 5 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis. God touch your heart and you blessed me. I was moved. You put me to tears with those monies. You really put me to tears because they say the one who has little that will give you, when he has big, he will give it to you. So I bless you for blessing me with your 5 cedis, with your 3 cedis. I bless you. You will never lack. For those who are against me, sitting on radio stations, TV stations, having discussions, and laughing over my misfortune, over my predicament, calling me names, swaying people off the fact that I'm going through something and making a ridicule of my misfortune. Ebi anento. Ebi so ane beto no. Me dia ma fa me ho afa me ma o. Ebi ane webusu na mu. Mosh wo janim no mo. Me so kose me so brebre. Me so brebre. Just because of numbers, just because of views on YouTube, just because of numbers, likes on Instagram. Instagram doesn't pay us anything. Why will you run somebody down? And I make no. Uni me ho asem papa. Men kashi chemunako. Those who use their credit to type evil. The real people know me, they love me. If you follow my life, if you really know me, you follow my life, even on Instagram, keke, you will know how I live. That I'm a simple person. You will not listen to what people are saying. You will not listen to what they are dissecting me and discussing me, that I've given them content for their programs. God should forgive them. Because they're too more. If you are no man for mo and your mama semedie. If you are no more jashio, no more. If you are no more busi, than your hoka, no more busi. If you are no more or more family in your 3rd-degree bends. Now the person is scarred for life. Nini na meshana mi de radias say, I thank God for my life. So nothing can change the blessings that God has given me. Life goes on from today. It's been a week. God has been good. People have blessed me with clothes. Today I wore a white dress to celebrate. It's victory for me. I have had clothes. People have sent me clothes, shoes. I am grateful. Thank you guys. You might see me in town dressed up, wearing a wig, wearing the makeup. You might even see me at a party dancing. It doesn't mean that all is well, but I've learned to live, that's all. So don't judge me. Don't judge me if you don't know me. I know I'm going to have a problem with my management, with my husband, with my friends. But this needed to be cleared out. My name needs to rest. Don't let me die before you say she was like this. Oh, she was like this. Oh, she was like that. When I'm alive, let me experience your love. If you don't love me, I bet you don't know me. Because nobody has come into contact with me that doesn't love me, I promise you. Whether even on Instagram, in our DMs, wherever you see me in person, you can't do me wrong. Because I'm a great person. God knows I'm a good person.
Entertainment Review.
Akasima beye dio no na abo. Tile akua nipa de nse sum na not na hanum say na member studio ni enhye komonase obi na atenso atili. Right, so wetie Beverly Afaglo. Utie nsem na o say ni management ne busuafo na yankofo omubedwa. Enso bebi edu ni kunkrate obedwa so o kasa. Enso bebi edu na so otimi enso eta ponchireni a. Woji wo entisisi ade woji wo. Amanfo nsem o maka to no so enya ne kure ensem nsen enya sa na tie enti wo kirechire nsemu na Ghana fo nyina atibi. Wetie wo free sene so kasa. Nense so kasa. Senate man nsem na ode tu dwa no wo kasa dodo. Senate
mo bibia ma ha. I think say otie ne management ne na wofo a na se chinchina chia ele kunu a na se chinchina chia opese wo kasa nka on be tre na kwan a obe kasa obesi fa aka ebi anka a simple press to the bank and sem na de ehu hia na opese odi bank no ko on be tre ne say yen ka ni say na yi we free but esan say we ntie ne management any ne kunu nti no I think say okan say me bre asebe na ehu hia. Too much information, too much grammar. It got to a point not show you off. Because we see one will be right, no more ni sika, or ni car, or now walk car like it got to a time now I utie cry now dear own kwan and our car. What person will come ask him? Oh, a paper and a pen. But to me, I said who here no be can without adding the other things now say we be kasa unnecessary because live video intino at a point I was so kasa eti wo kan sema ehun hia me the idea o kan ya me the majority down person me discuss from the ono kan first as I said not all show you off with car no and I met to me a brand among that society no it doesn't show how humble you are. The fact that ubetimi didi without chewing meat doesn't show that you are humble. It's no sign and symptoms of being humble or of humility, no. Obi wo ha say you grooming in kwara brem obetimi edi benku enam na so obedi obe me obe call but no wo sika o. And no chese or you poor and I no chese or you humble. And say o ka say wo betimi edi dokro na nchina mo na so a eno more you humble I bet to differ. Miss me edi dokro na nchina mba na me buade pa. What you say? Tell the enfa ho. Na mekan because or yeah live video ntino or can too many unnecessary things e kan ho and a point so Sasuka say oh no she agreed to the GoFundMe because of the man who cannot cope with the lifestyle they are not used to know then that she should be afraid because so what it make us say me metimi dey dwane abra and am that so to show that I am a survivor now woman to me then it means that you couldn't instill that thing in them. And it's a problem because they should also be grown or they should also be trained to know that Abrabono is not always at the top. So if you, the mother, a mother taught you that life, there's a point where you can eat without fish and your child can't eat without fish, then there's a problem. There's Bibi Atochima or she has to find a way of fixing that too. And now I said the fact that I said I was broke doesn't mean I was rich. See, yeah, you're responsible for what we say. We can't tell people how to decipher what we say. We should be aware of that. When I say I'm not broke, you tell me I'm not broke, it means you have money on you. And if you come and say I'm not broke and somebody says she says she's rich, why are you fussing? I feel like she is fussing over a lot of things. Who here? Obi and Shaw Semen Casa Wunisika, and I when you're broke. When I say you are not broke, you can never be broke. Me, always say you are not broke because okay. Because you are not broke. And to say if you say that I am not broke and I say you say you are rich, I don't see where the disparity is. Amani willful and I also say the family house issues no make too much unnecessary information that's and fire home. And the fact that all say amount for ehu or amount for are commenting that we seen it dying ewo ebusia sa so no say on checking ebusia ye. Because there is somebody that is not happy that is sending information around to people. Because and some of people who say me till you nipa, me papa, a dino ye timono, ebia me am I a train like to go mono na ebusiani bia oni who be na catch obi na me na makodi me nkomo baby na epiaba. What you say? And to say no obi kase woni wokuno esi dan esi o ma me asase so a. This is not information that o Instagram or e ma o fail or Instagram profile say who build the house on your the we see land now we say dan was na wine land. Do you get it? It means that a nkoma wo weti or somebody close to you e di ache obi na ama about obi etimi kan wasem. So she should check that one too. And I see then doing this without money na me kan no onya management or if otie ni kunu in the management they could have sent out a message, a communicate to people omobeka say in same say yaban enye no kre without having to show off, without having for it to come out as or kasa too much. Na ko betimi sending a message across in a simple press release na can say when na etwa and the way she was saying, the way things was going on, she was doing what I would call second degree cursing. Oka say ebia na wa o share na ebia na ka wo fear be na because nobody can make it out. Do you get it? I say now it's becoming asema omoka toast na ya no. Now you are saying the same thing in a different way to another person. I make us say second degree case and not all case no. Onya abutre. Asem na atuno no. I can't sit here and act like asem kitwa. Asem kitwa. Last week we spoke about it. A big deal to wake up one day 9-bedroom house gone. Yo. We have to sympathize with people, but the same way that she says that she has fans that sympathize with her, they should know that she should accord those that gave the money out to her, that they should love. Do you get it? Don't come online and come and talk plenty because somebody is showing you hate when we have shown you love enough to give you money. Say my baha na me se komo de me na obi na time wa misika still 100 Ghana kote na me chira ha na Samike ama misika Samike I am disrespecting the one who gave me the money because what shame your door odo na nso me ana. Do we get it? And the person can say yes, it was necessary for her to have spoken, but oka in say bebra na hu hia and anyo bi wo ha oka no and na medi bank with me points na matro no.
Okay, before I will be baby me musa ba community bi na menju agin share on So ebi say Ghana for three more pa. Now Yvonne Nelson or the idea too some days ago I say 1 week crash ahini. And Sika Ghana for Timmy donate all over the world $1,839 per $20,000 in the cry yentimi enyemu quarter current enya. Ebi nso say well it shows the kind of person Beverly is. Or say our fans or wado former banamwa and in your ho. So how come that is not showing even in the GoFundMe? Say even just a poetry less than $2,000 and a team raise so far and near ho. One I can say $1,839 in credit me and renting nine. Again, okay about how our Abia Ahobrasiani, Sabia Wonya Masoni Biani near ho. So $1,000. To the fans $1,000 and I says Kawi. We say Okabo Moses Ghana. We say Ghana is Kema or no Ampukai. Ebi do bear 10,000 Ghana cedis near there. 10,000 Ghana cedis so be betting behind dying.
Oh yes.
So it means that you won't say you say betting that bridge are sitting in the kahon. And you are saying that 10,000 won't mean for hand.
No, according to one the money lifestyle no na ebe hard dream. But no dey go betimi adi without enam. But the money lifestyle no na and not or even approved for the GoFundMe no. But the American say right now the kind of people that come to your aid share the kind of network I will as a person. Because Sebibi to me, that's a mean to me for be and 5,000 cities. It means that my network now, nipa woman channel is a problem. I could be a star, but my network and for woman channel. If I and that's maybe I am to say, and I mean to me for Adam Fubi and Kase sending me 5,000, my name send me 5,000. I have a problem. I have to be able to check my friends afterwards. I was saying, you're auditing of friendship. May you be moving to be more a new network. Internet Kase your network, your net worth as a person. Bibi to a ne, woman beba will aid and check the kind of person you are. And to say, maybe a tone, I say, but come to think of it, 10,000 is Kakitu and then Ghana, social media team out 10,000. Hey, or some go find me.
Obi, mami too.
Ciao, na me min chia eti fu nyina na me fa chia papa Emma Mr. William Ado, CEO of GM Ado and Sons. O team you we papa, we are me chia. As much as me sympathize with Beverly, you know, I think that first, say when tie nikunu problematic because utie the last week krana she even said say nikunu wasn't in favor of this soliciting of funds, you know. Inti ebane say na enesu biom you come out to speak without the approval or the endorsement of your husband, one, your management. When you now account the comments are now making now, say at a point, you know, she became overly emotional, setting detailed information be making kind in ano. Now I say we here. Me personally, dear, I sympathize with her. Strongly say what she's going through is not BBA that form, another thing. But on the other hand, so such celebrities, you know, last week in Suye say they should understand their brand and their brand positioning and the kind of perception they create on social media. And we hear pa say BBC no wa admit to say you have goofed in a way say when tie all the people that matter and son I will be back into the public to come and speak. For me, that is a big problem. And Ebanesana, I say at the end of the day, you even lose the sympathy people have for you. Sitting here and last week I was not coming, but and then I think that she went too overboard with Nyamani Bino Kano. At a point I even felt say if 2% of people hate you and 10% have supported you, why wouldn't you channel that energy in appreciating 10% now or supporting you know, than focusing so much on the hate now when you're from just that two bloggers near the other no ebanesana omumpa senatili kind or supporting you know, they don't even feel appreciated. That's no matter the appreciation now or the no or mess now what background now umpo the other bomb pie my and I be shy and now fair couldn't be ɛtu obi a bia wonya de busuafoɔ saa kasa de gyina media antwe yi ama me na mesre say this times they are a difficult times a times of depression load no ontimi load no nti I say oye very mindful of what she communicates to the public. Father, on the other side no so I say we can bloggers in your best serum and you will likes inti sometimes they be ameka emotional capacity and you be an obio emotional intelligence and you be an obi and sometimes you have to consider as much as nipani is celebrating consider the person's family, consider the person's state. Should the nipani come and say no control their culture no because they are human beings. Uyomu public status ni to cham. They are just like us. They have blood running through them. Sometimes they can go overboard. They can be overly emotional. Sometimes they can go haywire. Sometimes they go dead. They don't think like any of us can do. We all make mistakes. There's a thin line between wow, and now Timikasa say, oh, you're correct to somebody who is in a psychiatric hospital. So we are virtually the same. The only thing is the same. But what is wa intimacy bloggers no. Since I said blogging by no. Same be a wahodo. Your best realm. Ultra debia be pacho fact check it before you write it. Adibia control him say enya no kre. Be pacho entro. Always put yourself in the person who control no asem. Put yourself in their shoes. Modesa na bibiesi o. Modesa na bibiesi. All because of your numbers. All because of the trend among sheshe. Na say about so bia ko ke bibia for bi na aye bibio. If people don't have that mental tenacity, father, obi be commit suicide will come that you because of some of these things. Mesre Beverly utemi ewia we a me dey ka me kranka on kan che involve kran say won twa de no so because people are willingly helping you. Hey, obi timi kwa asem kra 2 cedi kra onya. Obi timi kwa asem kra 1000 kra onya. Okodani ne wa kohwe wan. And this when you be almost 11,000, at least you can find. So why don't you focus on appreciating these people and even advocate because sebio epukran so togum onipe bia yamwa me asem to me a kwesi aboaje meba ofi abagibi e come de me frɛ me gibi because also e bia unim that bi ebetimi ato so me frɛ me enti mesre as much as nkofacho be negative about you manage that side and keep the lava and kofu show no na fe bloggers ni so bloggers UG ya ka che nkofo no bloggers no yesramo asem ba munsusu ntro enya no kra munyai we nyina e de asem be ba dache bloggers e de asem be ba
one day no be 3 days one day no matter you are one day Tanya Witibia give me a brand here so far want you one day no be 3 days one day no matter you are one day Tanya Witibia give me a brand here so far want you one day
Well, Yanko Iniminian so na Auditors General's report about the 2020 Auditors General report by Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture and so ehunse mepiem na insema epiem fire Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture no teach you nipa back one opinion back din epiem former Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture Catherine Afeku edin epiem na sikebi chese sika no nya sika ketuo se sika nyina no senior stories ni kire no afa amanfo nsase afa amanfo nsase nti ohwia stories ni bi Afeku Blue 300 and that is 387,000 Ghana cedis Marine Drive funds on 2018 AFRIMA and Kundum AG report. So the Auditor General's report on the public account of Ghana, the ministries, department and other agencies, that's MDS, found that funds meant for the Marine Drive project amounting to 387,000 Ghana cedis, 196 were misapplied for the celebration of AFRIMA, Kundum Festival and other activities. Now, so according to the report, is in contravention of Section 7 of the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921. Enti chesesika dia yasisika bia na nka se koma Marine Drive project so say aban MPP aban so mo ye dwumedie hwunku bia chese omu si adan kama mo tane fi empuna no honum say wo mo amunim ye old passport house honum si ade ko nam say James Stamp one honum say chese enya ade a project ketwa sika na ese ade project no any sika bia ka ho be 387,000 Ghana cedis ni nyina no former minister Afeku ya say AFRIMA any Kundum Festival and I say omode 6k ediko shemu na sase mi beto dwe eko bia ye from Nzima Youth Forum for and so the crate pie say Ghana fo bi no mama Catherine Afeku dinda womo entiase womo so omode om statement ten ere aba beto abonte a womo kasa fa na yensa kan womo twetwefo I friend Isaac Jabin Nzima Youth Forum yeno no nin komo na yanjin chechemu asasemi Isaac yara asemu akwa baba entertainment review so
yeah mesumchia motifo a odo mo fidi ato PCFM AVI na mensa so nchia the management of PCFM say assembly by botumi activity na yenso barrage modua constituency Nzima Youth Forum ward Nzima happy na first of all you better minister afi say tama omode ministry no share ni tano yen na nim juma dia oboy the my tourism ministry na they want to say report on the buy no one can say do wa fasika no e dia ne personal the personal project dia na say but yen na ye wa ha see no sometimes na ya issue ni ba na ye jai e dia ma politicians so on discussing. But I personally believe we know a idea anka or say you jai the ma tourist and then entertainment for no more discussing as to whether the amount of you see whether a Ghana saying they were my move even though our report like I say misuse, which means I don't come on fine no and they do a while on fine. But any say please say for more what me I baget to say you do a while you see the BBC na sa baby adibi ebubu mu a mutumi esen eyibi ede kokoye na sika no ba na mo de esen ede ahye so this way we know administrative issue na sanso no de ye ne say nya Nzima aha no ye nyina ye ni say ye festival ye de na ahanta eye Kundum na ne kurenie tama ye since 1960 Ghana ye democratic ye nya MPda ana ye nya minister ewo barrage modua ha se sense na na dan kwa ado ehun ye mogbo a opanti ye ma me story mu nyina mo adi dance so ba ye you for 10 any ade o ye nyina no but se Kundum aba na se in fact se Kundum planning committee o ma rely on the service and then the support na se bi o wa boa e ma to sell our custom and to sell our custom ye o ma ni ha say na me Christian ni me say abanya di Christo for come friends Israel or the Muslim for come to high any identity traditional for so na say it can be eboa na to sell our custom no your customer you want say use as a way no so ebeboa ma yen tradition na yen wa na say first one identify ade a ye tie suban ye gum ni ade na I don't think say nka say nipa e obi to me heretical the former minister e won one so boy to push what the festival ahead. Inti we dey anya asem bi anka e bi wa anka mu ja the man entertainment for na but you know as you are politicians will rely on say oh MPP ni or you say by you and the man youth forum the sense money bia oba or the dignity at baba ina odo bands man no de bia baba na baso say otumi eboa emma adibiara fans man no ekoso and when you say we betumi say because okay wo she kondum na that year in 2019 we were sending that year we need TV mentor Kukubani. He was part of our performing here because the lives of our family, the lives of our family fees, the lives of our Don Collie, the lives of our Kofi Kinata, the lives of medical, you Patapa, Zibla Communina Ebaye, and the whole of Zama, even a cap on a day now. They were all in a Zim because of how everyone goodness, they showcase out. In the other say, and yeah, so you should be a personal idea. Nkaya is the market forum. Yeah, you between for the ADHD. But because
Pacho, my member says Isaac, member says Unim Abuachi Festival.
Bacho and meaning.
Abuachi Festival, we are in.
Bacho, Omoyo Winiba.
Okay. So, Unim Sika, Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, on the Kosha Abuachi Festival, Tamana Catherine Fiku, Unim Scom the Coaching.
Bacho, or the minimum wishes.
Unim say, one with this Kashi, one or man face canship.
Oh, Bacho, I'm a cafe. Festival today, a bear bois. That's what I say. So, as to what amount of the question, I can't say I wanted the minimum.
And Unim say, Bia, Ufa Festival, Vitis, Abuachi Festival. Unim say, Bia, Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, and Sudis Kakoshe, Mumeboa. Okay, but Unim say Auditor General's report about Beto Jano, SC Kundum, the 200,000 Ghana cedis, any edition, Meboa. Okay, and the Adentina Kundum, Ena, Yedi says Canabeshim, Yediskebia share Ghana Festival, Bia Mwana, and now because Catherine Afeku, Rashebe Jenia, or a yes, Sam Potem Honum saying, Mudi Kundum. Enti na wafeska no dia kwakoshim
na we ka say beginning no me share say nyina no me say since 1960 so that say e ku hati enya minister bia wa and na here is my youth forum it's not about say bia wa awatre oboye so we but okay ye wo ko so that say all these in aban say eboa in this aban boa doesn't necessarily mean say e go fi anti no this guys are better. Number boy, why stage in the MSN videos maybe a amount, and you could see the custom of oil in the man was showcased to us. The whole defense you have. Some of you in St. Antonio Fort, you were a pagan with your feet in two Gawaha, you were a friend of pagan with our hunting. During that time, I have a way of what
I think say all these years no. Without Sika no de be shame not say enya de amount for eti Kundum kan ho because Kundum ye ka festival adidin wo Ghana hanum sia e ka ho bi enti de na pesa o chere
like I say yeah that season that year no 2019 the way ye di Kundum no so what I say the way am for no say as usual everywhere we don't bring that TV or one at TCB and that will be about we know because of the whole
enti safin dia anyom tufo ba eye enzima pa wa hu
mpacho anyom tufo be family bae medical bae and so what I say
all these years na munya anyom tufo mo mma bi wa hu
but I say
all these years na munya anyom tufo enti Catherine be ye mrahye bedwani no
anyom tufo mo ba minia family koi so what I say because you so aye way you promote what some of the musicians. No, my mouth take example say a branch a friend of Kukubani activity mentor or this best performance. It was part of a more and I believe because of that stage in a mountain your family or the mountain your Gibia or the mountain your Stumbo or the mountain your Tupikinata or I just say to a boast so I said that mover of the guy. So it's
but Mimbusa Isaac Mimbusa so because we secretary for mines ma East Youth Forum meboa
But
mo na mo benefit yes ade enti na mo asode a mo defend meboa auditor general say sika na ode ko share kundum nu SSK no enya ade a was budgeted for so okay yem face SK misapplication or misapply sika no senior work can no and can say e didi kundum. There are so many festivals I'm sure say ministry no ye no budgeter woman wo adwuma bia we afie we be see but because of a minister no fi sa important honum say no ekukuru sika no are you saying say nka wonni unya nzimani umfi honum a nka be defend ade eti say nia nka nia okin sa na be ka no
mpa show me so me ya fantini me fi fanti ba na ma betina sa nsan ka kan ka o kan ti ba wan the two do ma dey e way di promote the culture so that say nyama so ma we yin kama so ma nka what we ever we have so a tradition na ma more example say please from mu ye juman e bo wa mo generator ba mo ba gate say mo generator say a mo ye say mo to foforo na in case na say a
Peace FM a private organization why we ye ka aban ye ka Ghana sika
imagine say me ma example say e bi o wa enzima kwan committee no mo pan committee no more rely but maybe before because of more rely on that time maybe they have not done a budget for it. If you go one year, I'm never so first no for every year a personal issue and I said the personal that one there is but idea the boy in na this me witness it. So what I say any idea ka say a boy e showcase the kundum to the world it will be about idea kundum this year from COVID-19 like COVID-19 this year COVID-19 go be the done no there kundum because we want to see the culture and then the customs of our land and then yes they do one don't say it we know mumfama tourism for mumfama entertainment for now on Monday discussing to know the socio-economic importance of what kundum that they don't say man
and you say politicians omodi o manu atum no e na momo ntiase
no it's about say it's about say obi just say we grace that is the thing out there say my honorable Katrina be not to go Jessica. That is what people are saying. But on the report must misapply, which means that because they find you say no I'm fine here. So and this all the year me had the personal to go with the question or the photo car any other. That is one I will be here can the marriage to. Yeah, but so the above festival I in the abandon they are the work to for your way you do ko or more you move better a friend paragraph in your mobile aban na show mo na identity say we ja bobwa eye enzima kodum na say etu mpon a we nya dia say public no eye nya ka tanka the German
politicians anti Ghana for ntias wo mo ntias ye mo ka no titu any politicians in NDC for omo ntias ye wo
ya omo ntias say nya de we use for the personal gain but ya say boy na ka we mpo no nka ye ne expect process nka MP so mo enzima mpo no na nka mo no mu jinam but because of mo nyina be ye influence political the difference na we Obia you go to technology to say just obeko jail obeyesi but meanwhile it was used for the customs and the tradition of our land onto the whole group yeah Obia we say create a custom no that here and then two even that could do it why other companies say boy ma omo bi so obesi obi be ma bread obesi obeyesi when na ya dia eboa nke be frɛ eye etio for ma so bu piece from so say the money was not used for her personal gain but for the promotion of our customs and the but if we invite artists in the stage area we are na no man na send videos need to be at their mama and look at artists or mobile you could be say even kwampo no ono kwampo say extra at the count in the best the general public on Monday say already can assist or you see kind of on the personal again.
Yeah, but that's Isaac Edbisiasi. Why? Isaac Jabin, Secretary Man, is my youth East Youth Forum. Well, so this report about Betoje, Auditor General, yes, we had the Wumua, make and yet the home come. A man for being with trouble, Catriana, a year in Zima East Youth Forum for his one of Krata, Omo defending Catherine, the name. Set bloggers, no. Who calls Zimani? So the cat. You will not call Zimani views. Obi.
Oh, you just want Kana.
I'm going to oh, yeah, go.
Dear from who?
Ever film.
You don't want to go.
Oh, no. I'm sure one.
Hey, Assemble. Father, I think that for me, justification or mano, it doesn't hold for me. Justification is dear. Lukewarm. It doesn't hold. For me, I think say sometimes some of these groups they should step aside. Yes, they aggravate the whole issue. Obama assembly ebeye one shall not acquire bibi or the other. Me advise you said they should step aside. PR no yene dear. Uti china utia. It doesn't make sense.
So see uti ko aban boane ne ka ho. Minim say minim say Ghana Tourism Authority be enuntia. So I don't know why it be among channel.
But to even indict, well, a serious case. Oh, Pacha said because of my many position inti na mutimi use that amount for that event. No. Enjoy what do you crank one friend? Because you were exposing my menu the more. And anybody sitting as a political way can be. It doesn't sit well with me at all. And it shouldn't come and justify that because we'll be some question and say a whole pen on your festival nana. And the other festivals no so mechanic. And to my many buy na munya America into such a amount of but I be not the roof we don't
Tilly Bremo.
I ask what do you say, Papa? Order MP or my Madina who met me up at that time. It's my quarter down because Madame for
but I'm a man who at that time. I'm organizing watch a festival.
You know, this incident, I say it's a small thing of Adia Kesia, Ama Africa, and Ghana into me moving a name swiftly. Your fat baby, baby, without knowing how I bet me at the end back to put back at where you found the free. And then I big case no. See, I said, "Wa first you can every this side, at the across this side." Was there a plan on how to get the money back and put it back? And then acquire some no, because the okofa 200 at the akoshe baby and say a kwasha a quite bear so now plan and say what this can back or to back because and say
and as artist ni bloggers here this kia mommy a quite maybe more.
That is the problem right now because
yeah say so this game maya till we this game so am say nya dey be sam baby
and but and na am asem na quite problem no because our plan of how to get the money back after the event no or the account baby or fan and I see I say marine for na ache kundo for sika dey program o e dey akwa high medical ne family
marine so na anwen since you
anwen sin and if there was a plan behind getting money from this side to this side and getting the money back to go and put it back at where you picked it can your problem there was no plan to it they hear so omo be have good event ni hu hia omo because if not there should have been a plan vendors that came out and I only said there am asem where critical and they say Ghana kasa giving receipts for work done na kasa your problem see imagine say maybe or per land be and omo say you know what we are going to give vendors out to come and sell and give us a certain percentage to get their money back and go and put at where you fire na receipts to even prove say me ma watch away space 3 days say money to me 200 Ghana now or ye nya amount to say and no cry a problem say watch a woman be sign poma when you say me ma 200 no cry eh asem so sika we there I think say marine for mo fan chain because me sure so almost abeka no me sure on fan chi kundu for medical just sika ko to any say na we kan no
ye be sa na another obi ba na ko nya sa position now also beka so okoye ogbochocho international offer I bear them
exactly
and all that
exactly which is
bloggers
why
here they
so it's either say they are going all out to get the woman to give the money back or to find a way.
She must be held accountable.
They will be held accountable, but I don't know if there's a plan to getting the money back.
That is not the conversation. The conversation is that the money that was misplaced or misused, back.
Well, and
You can't, that excuse will not stand.
Okay.
And the PR no mu so munyai.
Okay.
Step aside. Let the auditor general enye nejuma. Ye the scammer for koye A, B, and C.
There be almost say NDC for any politicians no omo di omo anu egusu no omo nyai kasa. Na omo nyai ma ya yewo art and entertainment no penka.
Well, I say that I make
frivolous.
And I make us
very frivolous
it looks like there was no plan to how how to get the money back after moving it from one point to the other. That is the only problem.
But right now said the Omuka indictment on a brand like Kusiabwa. To say Omunyom no Munjam. Say yeah they can Nkusiaga meboa. Is that what they're trying to say?
On cancer.
Na den omo party.
So party say almost see you know we yen komo. Nti dey betimi
na cashew no oil day. Oil day.
Politician.
Yes, so as I was saying, I say wait there. What I was saying is that say you perceive a movie couple from one point to the other, we should have a plan of getting it back. Because Marine Adeomuye or whatever thing the state established, they have ways or they have plans on how they can get the money back to do other things. So you can't say that because of the medical laba, which means your family, you should be exempted from being audited or accounting for the money spent. Or picking, or you should be given the leeway, saying, "Material the medical laba kundumu 200,000." Yeah, fancy me, and I say, like, it was worth it. This thing it doesn't help Ghana. No, I don't know right now. I say Ghana no be at me baby. No, I find no call no ma excuse because excuse are kind. It is really.
As when you be able to
from the interview, I won't say television. So interview ni be hold man. Maybe if me question about you because say like as if you even have personal interest and I be sabat. Nyama be why bufu he and Nyauka, me know ya adwin. Sir Inzima East Youth Forum. I think they should stop the nonsense they are doing. Sir, statement ne kasa no mo kasa no. They should stop masa. Monti asemna sia mon kope bebi ntra.
Do right on behalf of Menokra.
Yeah, because listen, Auditor General's airport oyenhwemu. Ena yesi sika ense se echo baby echo. Anyway, you say scano. Sika de kwako ye dwumedie we. You say sa dwuma we aye no sika na say koha. Na so afo na yi say scano no de akose ade bia ye enye eni
bibi fufuro.
Then the nonsense you are coming to tell Ghanaians say ye kundu because we can cry na mzamafo abekase bia otan. But it doesn't wash. We no entasum sebi o
so as your culture no mo culture no ye
it's me promoting here because
we should pardon them for that. But I think said sometimes people who want to jump into PR because sometimes it ends up affecting Nipana was our office idea where our be say obinya sa document now or Madam Catherine was would from no can so munja sense mudi. You should call them and tell them.
Okay, so maybe this opportunity because one message about for you. Last week, a message by for you, and then Subakwaba for you.
Hey,
was saying, the gentleman in your studio has not given reasons for his opposition to the group statement, and yet he is condemning them and trying to belittle them. He must explain why he doesn't agree with them.
We have said it. I think sir. I said we already.
Just explain it again.
Okay, Waka. So you've already said it.
Yeah.
You have been giving an amount of money to go and.
Fire stage my
bibi.
Okay.
One face can ankoya no. Odi akoya bibi fufuro. Now you are being asked to account for the reason I scared myself akoya no. You are unable. You've not been able to justify it. Then a certain group, a so-called group, with interest. Because free sa area hono be defend it me pacho yeah this kind of mama minister of anko ejuma where there are they privy to what they ask the woman to use the money for? So where from the defense? Is there a cultural or traditional defense on Modeba no? Auditor General the report about what do? Allow the woman's office to respond. Where from the defense? Say my political parties and our political individuals should not jump onto the conversation. Now then, Pacho baby on is it different from Ghana? Is it outside Ghana? Let's be where your basic conversation. You did not do due diligence to the money given to you. You have to account for it. Baby is Kanakono. Come and give us vivid report as to why you did not put A at A and put it at D. Simple.
Okay. All right. Well, said you'd be see your hand say na your brano as soon. Na mami fa we fan tudwa. Say me nda ye twemu ye di nkomo bi na enkomo no nyina gina emrantie mienu a wo matie si dwom rap battle amrado ni ayi obibini etiefo amutie me nda ye twemu be kai a obibini ba fi hanum say obeka na asem amrado sa time no was won kasa the management so am say won won kasa ene I'm sure person kasa and I'm say ne time na pound 5 minutes of fame na pound ti eso ya ne kasa ono nsu timi kasa won kasa yesu ye betimi kasa yesu ye man kwan ma won kasa aha ntimi se me so ye man kwan ma ono so kasa. In fact, some of the followers supporters in the crack say nyame kan radio so no whether me pa me kasa ankosi den amrado on respondo. Well, now he wants to talk. Me too, I won't allow you to talk. Yes, because me too now have the powers. When time to do is a kasa no, to me, we say one kasa. We too will now have the power. We too won't allow you to talk. Well, Lusu, Amrado, well, Lusu, well, Lusu, because that is the rules of the game. I think you have some messages that I have not read. So let me quickly just run some of the messages now. Yindinkra. K. Bedu says, because see, I'm surprised you have all the time to listen to this Kundum man speaking trash. Hey, me woo. What is this guy saying? Ghana, we have a long way to go. We have started touching tribal connotations to corruption. Kwabena Bwedi and Ado. This so-called secretary doesn't know what he's saying. Let's forgive him. David from Carnation Odianoba Kofi. Louis says, in fact, the lady in the studio is talking as if she has a problem with Afaglo. She shouldn't forget that if it can happen to her. Alonyo Rodrigo says, my sister Tilly, tone down, okay? You're too young to understand. And Irajua Emeya says, a brilliant submission by Obi. Say this to all pundits of at the studio too. Which particular one are you referring to? That Kia Frimpoma says, if you have been in such situation, you will know her pain. And Nana Joapo Kia
Masadiakanu Unimyedi. The man you tell Maka the best point was it. Or money and gonna 14 insurance nothing. Now what we see that say 3x8 can insure it. And no, and the chairman. Kachem said they should understand the conversation before they jump into defense.
Yeah, these are technical issues.
We cry me from cry at lunch, Nana.
Video man saying Tilly Equiani Pan or Boami Sansana Obinati and so boy Jimmy Oti Omonkam and Pinform Cam Omature Jimmy Domas Papa. You do not suffer in cancer, Salamat Pintil, Samike Boami and she Medina at the Bremo. I'll be away for a while. Yeah, I'll be away for a while. In my stead, Halifax and Sound Betting. So just take note of that one. Stepping out a bit. Peter Squire and Pretty Joyce. Right, so Samini, live in USA Saturday, Ghana Music Awards USA.
You make me wanna rearrange the alphabet.
Samini will be performing live.
Next to letter I.
You bring the Raptors down, Atlantic City, USA.
Baby, I go die.
Here we come.
Golden tree chocolate.
Sa.
Me chat all each and every day, my own.
Yes.
That time of the chase and then no money day.
No money day.
My own. See my heart back, push it on at the grind for
I say get be me chase this after na minister friend Sakina.
like the air and the feeling for everywhere I dey. Oh, my own.
Me ye kakra no catch him say.
Baby, come chop on for me. And let me see Ghana, what's up in here? What's up in here?
Me Minka, you the one face here.
Chat to me, yeah. Chat to me, girl. Yeah.
Oh God.
Make I carry you. Champagne and I was in Malibu. And the dinner.
May so rest in peace. Sakina, she's no more.
Now we don't mean to be my own.
Sir?
That time of the chase.
Obi na say you're gonna go.
My own. See my heart back.
Go home. What's your problem?
That's story, no.
Eh?
Everybody say.
There, Minka.
When you escape, you have to be down. You see me fame without money.
See the money, baby, come chop them for me.
Crazy about you, me day. I'm grateful that you tune in. To my sweet, lovely Jifa Afeni Otie Harare, Zimbabwe. Jifa, I feel sad.
Each and every day, me happy.
Crazy about it. Me call.